it's a pretty monumental day. Not so much a day, but weekend, really. After I feel like 2-3 months, we're finally out of 330s. Somebody graced us with that 340th subscriber. I feel like we've been in the 30s for a while. Oh, I don't have my phone. That's a problem. I'm also not worrying about doing shiny hunting at the moment. I'm just going to see if we can grind through the rest of the encounters here. Oh, I don't have chat up. Let's see if we can get that fixed. I don't know why it acts like this. I'm so sorry to hear that, Marcus. That's never a great time. So if it's not finding my channel here. Copy. It's like, I'm live on Sludge Bomb, right? My chat skimmer's not finding my chat. Okay, activate source. All you can do now is just better yourself and achieve life goals. Absolutely. Okay. Got that. Love that. And then there we go. There's all of them doing what they're supposed to do as they're supposed to do it. So, did that happen today? Or was that what you went over there for yesterday? Oh, over text too? That's rough. Just 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I am not the most well versed in those kinds of things. Had my fair share of ups and downs in the dating world, but only ended up with one semi breakup, I guess you could say. Never really experienced the fullness of it. Ours was kind of mutual, but not official either. It was weird. So I don't have any experience in it to at least the exact scenario. That is pretty bad. What makes that like even worse is you can't go back. It will never be what it once was. That's probably not helpful information, but oh, you work together as well? That I do know about. Did I battle you? Yes, I did. No shinies today, Jonathan. I'm going to see if I can focus solely on progress through this so I can get to the Elite Four a little faster. Oh, that was a trainer. Thanks, Marcus. No, Jonathan, it's not still open there. I discontinued that a longish time ago. Yeah, I've been trying to grow a secondary YouTube channel separate from all that stuff. So I am streaming to 2 channels right now. Jonathan, the other channel is Sludge Bomb Trainer. And so that's where the bulk of the chatting is coming from that I'm responding to. With the Switch 2 coming out and the Switch 1 dying, Gen 10's likely going to be Switch 2 exclusive finally. And just the sheer number of people doing that sort of thing on the platform, it just doesn't make sense to invest money into getting more Switch 2s, waiting for them to be moddable and all that. Like, just the effort is not there. I would rather focus on shiny hunting, which is what I prefer to do. Like, I love tinkering, but it's really about the shiny hunting and the tutorial videos for me. Good gosh. That was a cycle. Do you want to forget? No. Do you want to stop trying to remember? No. I don't know what I want. Still no shiny Charmander. Keep hanging in there, Ruben. Charmander will shine eventually. Out of curiosity, is there a point where you say this is no longer worth it and give up? Oh, you're gonna go for a shiny Mewtwo, Jonathan, eh? Heck yeah. I, too, want to go for a shiny Mewtwo. You've already passed the threshold of in it for the long haul. Nice. You have Leaf Green, though. I mean, that is a superior copy for shiny hunting. Or not shiny hunting, just version exclusives and all that. That's actually why I'm playing through on Fire Red right now, is I'm saving my Leaf Green for shiny only run. Eventually. Shiny only Professor Challenge Sleep Lock stream. I do not hate myself that much. That would be so long without sleep. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the shinies took Sauce McGavin 4 business weeks to find. We're talking Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. For a month straight. Do you watch somebody RNG manipulate that? I would be so much more inclined to RNG manipulate if it was Pokemon Emerald, where the seed is the same every single time. I don't want to have to find out what the seed is every time I pop on. Just sounds exhausting to me. You couldn't do that, Ruben? Few people can. That's a commitment. Oh, that lady is evil. You don't know how to manipulate? Basically, it involves a whole bunch of timers. And Pokemon Emerald, for example, has the same seed every single time. So a seed is the calculation for randomized shinies. So with Pokemon Emerald, since they screwed up programming, the seed is always the same. So if you have a shiny frame on frame 512, every time you turn off and on, it's going to be 512. So the mark never gets adjusted. And you can narrow in on the time frame a lot easier that way. With like Fire Red and Leaf Green and any other system that's programmed correctly, it generates a new seed each time you turn the console on. So you may have a shiny on frame 512 time number 1, but time number 2, it's 1056. Now, in order to do this, you have to be in a certain area where you know the frame count's going to be dead on. You have to encounter a Pokemon. You have to, like, capture it, IV calculate it, do a bunch of stuff to figure out what seed you're on, and then figure out when your next shiny frame is for far enough out, and start a timer for it, and try to count down to that time. It's pretty in-depth. That's not 100% like how to do it, but it's the general gist. Is there anything new on this version, or is it the same as the good old days? Exactly the same as the good old days. The only change is instead of having to rely on a mystery gift event, they gave it the Crystal VC treatment and gave us the mystery gift items at the end of the Elite Four. So you just like wake up in your house and you have the Aurora ticket and all that to go get Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Deoxys. Also, welcome, Aaron. Okay. I really want Dratini in my party. Is that wrong of me? I don't feel like it's wrong with me. It would suck to have to reset because you're one frame off. Exactly, and that's why it's so agonizing to me. What's worse than that is trying to do it for Shaman in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Trying to RNG manipulate actually almost made me stop shiny hunting at Shaman because it's that complicated to me. How did I not stop? Like, I was in the Pokemon Center specifically to heal. How did I not? I had one job. That guy manipulated Sapphire, had to wait 26 minutes for just one shiny. Exactly. And for Pokemon Emerald, for example, because you know the seed's going to be the same every single time, you just restart your save file, check for a seed until you get one within the first 3 minutes. And then every time you turn off and on, there's going to be a shiny seed within the first 3 minutes. Guaranteed. And so that works. Oh, hey! I finally got an attack raise off of one of those. That's a first. Maybe a second. I feel like it doesn't happen very often. What up, Haunter fan? Alistar, how you doing? There's one way to enter a chat. Shelter's just water, right? So, like, this isn't going to do any double damage because it's not part ice yet. Decent damage, but yeah, not part ice yet. Just water, have to use the ice stone. So do we just like freeze its soul and then it's an ice type after that? Shoot. This Shelter's gonna take out my team. J-Ray over on YouTube now. I'm like the cool kids we all wanted to be friends with in kindergarten. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a dig, but that's okay. It's a compliment. I mean, I'll take it as one. I think it's just the kindergarten part that's kind of iffy. Need more sludge. Sweet. No Pokemon rips? Not today. It's been a hot minute. Come to think of it, I know who you are now. I put two and two together, Alistar. Gonna have to take some time off work, you guess, to get the shiny. There was an Alistar that commented on like every single one of my Pokemon ripping videos on my main channel. If I'm remembering correctly. It's been a hot minute though. Yeah, shiny hunting in this game's no joke. Maybe it wasn't every single one of my ripping videos, but there was a good amount of them. Gotcha. Okay, well, then it wasn't you. But yeah, Pokemon cards, little out of my price range right now. I'm a little bit stretched thin at the moment. On top of being hard to find them at the moment. In the future, maybe. But yeah, it's too hard to find them. Got to pay scalper prices, and I'm not into that. So I'd rather drop money on my house and Legos. It's just too hard to ever find anything to open. So it's like, yeah, I'll pass. May all my carpets be made of Lego? That's some kind of torture there. No, what I mean by that is there's the Pokemon Lego sets that come out, so gotta budget and make sure that I can get some of them. Switch 2 stand is nice. Oh, yes. Yes. It is very nice. Compared to the Switch 1, even massive improvement. I think it's hilarious that some Nintendo executive said, you know what? Let's build an 8-inch system and put a less than 1-inch kickstand on it and call it good. That can't possibly go wrong. We're having some calamari tonight. Extra done. I was hoping it wouldn't kill it. Okay. I think it is time to ditch Metal Claw. And learn Dragon Rage. Purely because it's going to assist with Lance to some degree. I'm not going to get stab off of it, but it will be super effective. And I'm here for it. I am so glad we're out of the 330s, though. Like, that feels so great. You got a new Lego set? Can't tell me what it is, but you'll post a picture on Discord when you finish it? Okay. Legit. Oh yeah, the people doing synchronized swimming down there. Realistically, I should have tag teamed Seeking first. But Golding, I know for sure, has Confuse Ray of some kind. Marcus, have a great night. At least a better night. Did I get that jukebox? I did not get the jukebox. I think that was bought up by scalpers. Pretty quickly. Yeah. Hard unavailable right now. I kind of wish I would have got the Pokopia. Or Pokopia. Before the pre-order thing went away. Because I would like to pre-order and get the Ditto plushie. I didn't. Oh my gosh. I want that Gengar hoodie. That is such an expensive hoodie, though. But it is so sick. Pokemon X Jimmy Paul by Diffused Gengar Pullover hoodie. Did I get Jukebox of PC? Definitely not. But not for $159, I don't want it. That's crazy. The closest thing to the jukebox I have is this. The Lego Game Boy. Yeah, I bet scalpers are selling it on eBay for like 150 bucks right about now. Apparently this isn't the first time they've done a kind of Game Boy jukebox. Yeah, 200, 288, 175, 250, 170, 154, 142. Yeah, that's wild. Your roommate went to convention and brought you back a Gengar picture signed by the voice actor for Gengar? Solid. We love to hear it. Gengar's pretty legit. Can I trip the game out? No. I was wondering if I could make both trainers see me at the same time and make the game double battle. Can't imagine Gengar has very many lines, though. Your one job is to say, Gengar. Why didn't I get it? By the time it was able to be purchased for me by Pokemon Center, it was sold out. And it's still sold out. So, just don't have the ability to get it, really. And I ain't paying scalper prices for it. Because I don't want it that much. Oh, that's what's up. I love the signature having a Gengar drawing on it. That's freaking sweet. To say Gengar as creepy as you can? Yes, basically. Like, I think I teetered on the fence of getting it or not for too long, and that caused it to sell out by the time I thought about actually buying it. But I'm not sad that I'm missing it, really. Like, the wife and I just purchased land in January, so we're paying that down so that we can build a house on it in 2 to 3 years, and everything's going to that right now. We got somewhere in the ballpark of $80,000 worth of land that we want to try to have 60,000 paid on by the time we build a house, give or take a little bit. It doesn't have to be exactly 60, but like 50 to 60 would be ideal. So that's going to take a good amount of our income. That's a better investment? Yeah, we thought so. Might be good to get a house started. And then we'll have a building in which we can fill it with all these cool knickknacks as time is available. Why are you riding a Pokemon? Can't you swim? Valid question, swimmer guy. Darren. Valid question. Because it's convenient for the plot. You know what would actually be diabolical? If you ran out of PowerPoints you couldn't fly to the Pokemon Center. But yeah, spending a bunch of money on land, but there still have been some purchases that I've just been like, you know what, screw it, I'm doing it. For right now, it's this headset, those Legos, because I wasn't going to be missing out on a opportunity for Charizard Lego set. Like, not happening. If they drop a Gengar one, which I'm sure they will eventually, I'm going to have to get that one too. It's a must. I do want the Pikachu and Eevee, but we'll see. And then, like, I pre-ordered forever ago the Espeon and Umbreon plushies. The huge ones. So we'll see how that goes. There's a girl in the Paldea region that traded with you to get a Pincurchin so she could go in the water. I'm not sure I see the logic behind that. And I do not remember this girl, but I didn't talk to NPCs in that game. There was no point. Evidently to get a cool Pincurchin trade, but I apparently missed that opportunity. I agree a little bit there, Alistair. I agree. Oh, she trades you the Haunter that actually evolves? The pain of swimming. There we go. You need more Haunter in your life? Well, here's the perfect game for you. Can get many Haunters here. I am starting to get more nervous because my Charizard isn't approaching the level where I know I could comfortably solo the Elite Four with it. Like, it needs to be at least level 72 before you can do that. Does this guy want to battle? Okay. I'm sure she wants to battle. I'm sure Nate wants to battle, too. Speaking of... I'm hesitant to do fly. Do I have a personal Pokemon vault? Depends on what we mean by Pokemon vault. Like legitimate vault? No. I am streaming with the Gengar headset just for you, Starkiller. We've been waiting for you. I use the PP up as if it was a PP max. That was dumb. Oh, slabs. I actually don't have any slabs anymore. Prior to the land purchase, I sold every slab I ever got. I had some few good pulls. I got the Mega Lucario card in the second to last set or so. I did have like 1 or 2 or 3 PSA 10s that I sold and some PSA 9s. I sold a bunch of cards on my eBay. Probably sold about $1,500 worth of cards. I spent $3 grand on them though, I'm sure. So I actually have no idea. It was probably less than that, but I at best broke even. We'll put it that way. Like, I sold like all of my Nintendo Switch games except for my Pokemon and Zelda ones and a few others, but sold my Xbox just to make sure that we had the down payment in time. Who else will kill all of the constellations that defend us? Exactly. I have the worst habit in this playthrough of flying or going to a Pokemon Center and then just not healing. I am from the USA, in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. You're from England, from across the way, across the pond? Love to see it. I actually haven't had too many people in my stream from England before. I get a lot from India for some reason. My best friend is a potato. You could say that. You're up all night watching streamers? You work the night shift or you gotten like insomnia or something similar to that? Star Killers from India. Yep. Confirmed. Because, like, it's got to be like 3, 4 in the morning for you. Work 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Alistair, are you one that likes to, like, wake up at 4 p.m., get ready for work, and then go from there? Because I used to work 4 p.m. to 1 in the morning, and so I would be up until like 5 in the morning and then sleep till like 10. Gotcha. Yep. I hate, absolutely loathe waiting to go to work. It's the worst experience. Okay, we got a Pidgey with 1 level. Until it's Pidgeotto. I think I'll take that. Shoot, I think Sauce McGavin's main bread and butter were people from England for when he was streaming. Because it seemed like him streaming 9 to 5 our time was England folks getting off work. You own a restaurant? This has been your routine for 13 years? Nice. What kind of restaurant is it? Also, I don't know if I have the heart to get rid of Thunderwave ever. It's a gym kitchen. So, like, is the restaurant located within, like, a weightlifting gym? And it's serving healthy food for weightlifters? Am I understanding that right? Oh, Thunderwave is so helpful for capturing. But if I run into Ditto, remind me to use Dragon moves first. And then Thunderwave. All healthy food? No, not in a gym, but we call it a gym kitchen as all gym people come there. Okay. I feel ya. I dig it. Is there a main type of food that's served there? Like, is it like an Indian food, or is it just like a mix of everything? Do I think Bellsprout or Oddish could be considered prehistoric? If I was to choose one, you know, I think both of them could be, actually. Let's see. What do I want to do here? If I capture, I could turn into a Gloom pretty easily. Rice, pasta, couscous. Creamy mash, broccoli, carrots, green beans, asparagus, chicken, lamb, fish. Oh, you're not wrong. You basically build your box. Oh, okay. Nice. That's actually pretty awesome. My birds are shivering? Shiver me birdies? I've never heard that before. You know what? I should have known it was going to open with that and outspeed me. Like, that was a given. You hate hunting for Pikachu? What game? Ah. It's pretty annoying. I found mine really easily, actually. And then somebody kindly pointed out that I had a Pikachu with static and could therefore find my second Pikachu even faster. That came in clutch. Yeah, Viridian Forest, find them pretty fast. I mean, they're not everywhere, but they're fairly decent. That I don't know. But I've always got them in Viridian Forest. You're the chef and the owner? Yeah, that would be rough. Not to mention just the sheer amount of balancing you have to do with what's being sold and ordering for that need and cooking enough of it on a given day to balance the need. Like, crazy. Because I would imagine with your restaurant being the type of business it is, it's something where you have cooked on demand, or not on demand, sorry, you have it semi pre-cooked that they can choose from, as opposed to putting an order in and then having to cook exactly to that order. Or am I mistaken on that? Because, like, it doesn't quite sound like buffet style, but it sounds like it might be kind of like a Panda Express type experience where the food is cooked and you go and choose what you want and they cook more as that runs out. That seems to be how I imagine that going down. Then again, it could easily be cooking things to order each order. Pre-make the 2 hours before opening. You have staff for the carbs and veggies. The protein is cooked per order. Fresh. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. You got Squirtle from your bug playthrough? You used to be 120 kg. You wanted to make a change, so that's why you opened it. Now you're 82 kg. I have a vague approximation of what that is. At least as far as build-wise. Okay. So about 160 pounds, give or take a little bit. 180. Freedom units and all that, as it is said. "5'8". Yeah, I could imagine that. Cause I'm 5'7" and I'm at like 160 right now, and even at that, because it's not muscle, I'm slightly bothered by it. I work at a bank. Well, a credit union, but I sit down a lot. And then I come home and sit down more playing games. So I've lost a lot of my muscle mass and have replaced it with squish. One of these times I will encounter a Ditto. Supposedly, Dittos exist here. Now you just maintain, don't go to gym, but you fast and eat 2 small meals. That'll help. Yeah, that'll do it. I feel like historically Venusaur given and Bulbasaur given Saur in their name are taken to be semi prehistoric looking in vibe, given Dinosaur. I do play Pogo on occasion, yeah. Heck yeah, you should, Alistar. Because I do typically stream from an hour and 15 minutes ago until like 12 minutes from now, give or take. Normally I stream until about 10:30 when wife gets home. But on Saturday and Sundays, it's different. Is this for fun or a side hustle? Why not both? It started out for fun, and then for a while it did turn into a side hustle, definitely. And now we're more in for fun. So I actually, truth be told, have another channel. Looks like you're chatting in on Sludge Bomb Trainer. My main channel goes by the name of Brass Coin, and it's got about 19,000 subscribers on it. That one started out for fun, turned into a side hustle for a while, but then tapered off due to the content of the channel shifting drastically. And so I made this channel for fun to see if I could do a Pokemon specific channel just by streaming, shiny hunting, and doing Pokemon videos specifically. And I started that back in May of last year. So we're approaching 9 months. I should say June of last year. And we're approaching 9 months now of effort and work into it. And I don't know, I'm 159 subscribers away from being able to have memberships available on the channel, but we have like the 4,000 watch hours already. I just need the subscribers at this point for it to become a side hustle, if you will. McAragon, welcome. It has been so long. And apparently, I missed that chat for a hot minute. So if you're still hanging out, McAragon, I do apologize. You'll become a member? Lit. When it's an option. Yeah, I've been stuck in like 320 to 330 for like 3 months. And today we just barely broke 340. Like we hit 340 today. And yeah, I just feel like I would get 2 and then lose 4 and then get 1 and then lose 3 and then get 5 and then lose 2. It was up and down for so long to get out of the 330s, so that was interesting. Oh, nice. CTR. And what did CTR stand for? I think you mentioned it earlier. Is the name actually CTR? Cool Trainer Ryan. Okay, that I've heard of. I know that name. That would actually be phenomenal. Yeah, I know Cool Trainer Ryan. I have watched him before, ripping Pokemon cards. Yes. I'm not on every day, but I do get on for sure every Monday night and every Wednesday night. And then everything else is kind of hit or miss. I'm trying to get better at that, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I should be able to stream from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. awesome. I bet that would be a huge help. Because from what I remember, he usually had like 100 people in his chat at any given time, if not 1,000. He's pretty busy. Yeah, for sure. And thanks for offering. That's, to put in a good word, that's really helpful and super kind. A rodent playthrough in Fire Red Leaf Green would go crazy. There's Pikachu and Rattata for sure. Anything else I'm missing? You did it for 2 people. It's just supporting and it's free. But it goes the extra mile. Helping people who are genuine. This is true. I do generally have a policy to not, like, have overreactions and hyped up emotions outside of, hey, this is really cool, I think you'll enjoy this, you know? I don't like the fake level of over-exaggeration that a lot of people seem to have. Oh, I'm in a trainer battle right now. Oh, Sandshrew and the Nidos. Yeah, they're rodents. Big mistake, Pidgeotto. Rock Slide. You're that cool kid. Said it before and he meant it. Well, thank you. Might be lame from time to time with some terrible dad jokes, but I think we all unfortunately appreciate those train wrecks when they happen. Alchemy the Goat. Does anyone have a shiny Froakie they can trade you for a Torchic in ZA? I do not have a shiny Froakie in ZA. Your dad too? Rather feel the pain? Yep. I think it's how we cope, honestly. I think Kangaskhan would be pushing it, as I'm pretty sure it's technically classified as a marsupial. But given I don't know exactly what that means, sure. Let's see. Kangaroos, koalas, opossums, wombats. Yeah, sure. Counts as a rodent for me. It's just a really big one. Catch you later, Alistar. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. You would, you know, they're not maybe Zubat kind of count as flying rats. I could see that. Valid. Oh, I'm a little cutie. So like darling Pokemon. I keep forgetting I have Dratini out in the front of my party. I'll have to check to see if this game processes it as like time and a half. Because you get EXP for having the EXP share. I think you also get EXP for being out in battle. 526? Yeah, so you get time and a half, basically. That EXP and a half, causing your other Pokemon to only get a quarter. I could see Diglett being classified as a rodent as well, since it's a mole. Oh, it's gonna be like that, coughing. Oh, it sludged me. Your Golbat won't evolve? Yeah, I have to beat the Elite Four first. That's where mine's at. That's why it's in the box right now. I'm sure it would evolve if it could evolve. Oh no, this person stole Pokemon? Didn't even steal good Pokemon, it seems like. I think that's whatever you want to count. There, exile. The irony of this matchup right here. To be fair, I was trying to hit the Squirtle, but I chose incorrectly. Let's go heal. I'm beginning to wonder if they moved Ditto to the Burned Mansion in this game. Yeah, they did. Exile, they did. You can't get them until the route in between Pewter and Mount Moon. I want to say they moved him to the basement of the Burned Mansion, but typically they can be found in this route. All I know is I certainly haven't been seeing them here. And there's no way they're that rare. 13, 14, and 15. Specifically in the cuttable tree patches, as well as the Pokemon Mansion basement and Cerulean Cave. 13 to 15. Yeah, it should be right there. Yeah, Venonat. What game are you playing? If you're playing Fire Red, you can't. Oh, I never checked to see if I could get Ponyta on that route. Want to get one until you can get Kabuto? That makes sense. Hey, Whis, welcome. You are just in time for me to end a stream. Unfortunately. Hey, it is at level 30. I thought so. Just in time. But in all seriousness, I do need to end a stream and get to bed so I can have a decent day at work tomorrow. At least as decent as possible. But should be able to stream tomorrow night after the kiddos go to bed, so we'll catch y'all then.